few things happened and it got out of hand again.
We're getting ready, though, for the third consecutive year in the state championship finals in 4A. It's the very first time in the history of the TSSAA that two public schools have met for 3 consecutive years in the championship game. The Bearettes have won the first 2, of course. We're trying for a 3-peat this year, and that would be another thing for the Bearettes. They've never won 3 in a row. They've won 2 in a row on 2 different occasions, counting the last 2 years, and then in 75 and 76. And this is a very electric atmosphere over here tonight for all these teams involved.
Joined by live with Gary Owenby and Steve Wills just before the game, the state championship game tonight. Of course, our coverage supplied by Wholesale Supply Group. Gary, we'll talk strategy and all of that. I know you guys will throughout the night. What does this mean to you personally? Then I'll ask Steve Wills the same question. What does it mean to you personally to call this game tonight?
Well, it's an honor and a privilege, really. I've got a lot of friends in the business, and they asked me before, said, what is it like just to be on press row to call a single game where you're calling a game for your team? And we're here every year, seems like, and calling multiple games and winning state finals for 3 straight years. Was here and won it in 2019 as well. And it's something that that people envy me and Steve because we can do that, and they're a little jealous of it because they don't ever have even a prayer of getting here. And seems like the Bearettes, as I talked to Matt Gillespie just a few moments ago, and Matt, he said, you guys it's your home away from home, isn't it? I said, well, we like to think it is, but, it's just that kind of program, and it's just great.
It's an honor. I've been in this gym since in the 70s with Smitty, and thinking back about the memories and the everlasting memories you're going to have.
Yeah, certainly. So we're joined by Gary Owenby and Steve Wills. We're going to turn things over to them here in just a few minutes totally, as they will call the state championship game. Of course, we've had a 1-hour delay because of the weather in Middle Tennessee, and we're looking at the weather here, guys, and looking at the radar. They've just put Knox County under a tornado warning in Knox County. Of course, to our north here, I'm looking over here to my left and seeing that in the monitor. This area looks like we do have some more storms just really all over Middle Tennessee. Right now, the Cleveland area is fairly calm. And so I say calm, we've got rain, but as far as the heavy stuff is right now to our west at the present time. Gary, what do you look for from Bartlett tonight?
Well, Bartlett, they've got a score to settle. Obviously, we've beaten them the last 2 times in the state finals. They come in just like last year. They had 10 losses last year coming in. They have 11 coming in this year. And people look at the record and say, oh, this is going to be a blowout for the Bears. But let me tell you, they've lost 7 games to out-of-state teams again this year. They've lost games to the team ranked number 12 in the nation, number 14, number 24 in the nation, and the number 2, that's the Bearettes, that they've lost games to. We played them at Bradley back in December and thoroughly beat them 77-39. That's a 39-point win. But, boy, you better not take that to the bank until this game is played, because we watched them play last night. They looked really, really good, and they were missing one of their main players when they played at Bradley. That's a game we heard here on Mix 104 back in that December date. But I think they're going to come out with blood in their eyes. That's the way I would look at it if I were them, because they want to show the world that they're as good as the Bearettes. And Coach Shapley, the reason they came to Bradley this year is last year right here on this very floor at about this time before the game started, he met with Coach Reuter before the game had even tipped off for their second state battle. He said, I'd like to come to Bradley Central and just play the Bearettes over there on their floor and see what it's like, because we're missing something here. He said, I've got athletes that should win a state title. For some reason, we can't win it. I just want to come and see what the culture and the things are at Bradley. He came over and he got pounded by 39 points, like I said. But I don't know if he was holding anything back or not then. But I'm sure they're out for revenge. They played a really, really good game last night in their semifinal win. The Bearettes had an outstanding comeback last night down at the half and just absolutely blew the wheels off of Bearden there in the third and fourth periods to win, going away 66-39. So it's going to be a very emotional game, I think. It's going to be a very physical game. And I believe that both teams have to keep their emotions in check, because they're out for blood, and Bears are aiming for that 3-peat. And we've got 8 seniors that don't want to go out with a loss in their final game as a Bearette.
All right. Gary, I'm going to take a quick break here, and then we're going to send it back to you, okay? So just stand by, if you will.
Yes, sir. We'll be right here.
Okay, buddy. Gary Onby and Steve Wills, they are live getting ready for the state championship tonight. I want to go back to weather for just a second. My buddy Jeremy Galt, of course, one of our team members here, telling me that a tornado has been confirmed on the ground in Loudon. Jeremy, a longtime weather spotter himself, a ham radio operator, and tells me that there has been a confirmed tornado on the ground near Loudon, Tennessee, and that is what the weather spotters are discussing right now. We're looking, if you're listening on the radio on Mix 1041, folks, don't forget, download our new app. We got a brand new app, just came out yesterday. Go to our website to do that, mymix1041.com. But if you listen on the radio, you're not seeing this. If you're watching us on mixtv.tv, you may be watching us on Facebook, you are seeing we have a pretty good line of storms right now. It's really stretching from Chattanooga up to Ray County, and it's going around Bradley County. We got a storm right now in North Bradley that's pushing over. It looks like to the northeast. But at this point, Ray County is again getting hammered, and right now Knoxville-Farragut is getting it. And I see what Jeremy's telling me there. Looking at the radars, a lot of purple. When you look at radars and weather pictures, and you see purple, you know by now that is the most serious color when you look at things like this. And so. Our severe weather coverage, as I told you at the very outset, we're in a very unique position tonight because we have this unbelievable state championship game with Bradley and Bartlett. Bradley's going to try to win a third straight at 8:30. They're going to tip off at 8:30. We're going to go to Gary here in about 3 minutes over live. He's going to keep it from here on out in Murfreesboro. But we also have a severe weather situation tonight. So I'm going to say it again. If the only way we break in is if we get under, obviously, a tornado warning, if we get under we're under a tornado watch. We're under a tornado watch until 1 a.m. But if we get under a tornado or a thunderstorm warning, well, I say, yeah, we'll break in, but also the National Weather Service will break in. The emergency broadcast system will break in. So you'll hear it right here. Let me say hello. Dr. Brian Beard says, I'm listening on the Florida Turnpike. Well, I pray to the Lord, Brian, you got your hands on the wheel and your eyes to the sky, waiting for him. But he's on spray. Hello, Dr. Brian Beard on the Florida Turnpike tonight, staying in South Georgia. And a lot of you are listening from all over the place as we say good evening. That's going to do it for me. Thank you for joining us. Stand by. Gary Onby, Steve Wills are next. Live from Murfreesboro, let's go Bearettes. Let's win 3 in a row. You're listening to Mix 1041, mixtv.tv, and on the brand new Mix 1041 app. Download it right now at mymix1041.com. Come to Don Ledford Chevrolet and save big during their Slam Dunk Sales event. You'll get tremendous discounts and factory rebates on their most popular vehicles. Listen to this great purchase deal. Buy stock number 240458, a 2024 Chevrolet Trailblazer Active model for only $25,994. Or take home stock number 250058, a 2025 Silverado 1500 LT 4x4 Crew Cab for just $53,508. Those are springtime 2025 kickoff prices that can't be beat. And hey, they have special leasing options available as well. Come in today and save big at Don Ledford Chevrolet. 4595 North Lee Highway, Cleveland, or donledford.com for details and a trade assistance coupon. Don Ledford Chevrolet, where they say yes. Chevrolet. Together, let's drive. Trailblazer stock number 240458, MSRP is $29,340. It is a courtesy transportation vehicle. Silverado LT stock number 250058, MSRP $63,720. Wholesale prices are plus tax, tag, and title. Dealer fee of $649. Must take delivery by March 31, 2025. Mix 1041, our state high school basketball championship featuring the Bartlett Central High School Bearettes is supplied by Wholesale Supply Group.
Duracell in Cleveland is now hiring mechanical skilled technicians from $22 to $27 per hour. Excellent benefits beginning day one. Medical, dental, and vision insurance. Paid vacation, holiday pay, 401k tuition reimbursement, and more. Apply at Duracell.com.
No more varicose or spider veins. No more tired, achy, restless legs. No more restless nights. Start your journey to a better you with help from Milligan Vein Clinic. Their board-certified physicians have treated thousands of patients using the latest technologies to restore healthy, great-looking legs. There's little or no downtime, and your procedure is covered by most insurance. Milligan Vein Clinic, improving the quality of your life. Visit milliganvein.com or call Dr. James Gooden today at 423-961-5682.
Check out the great deals this March at Mountain View Nissan of Cleveland. All new Nissans are at dealer cost this month only. That's right, this March you pay dealer cost for any new Nissan. Plus get free maintenance for 2 years on brand new 2025 Nissans. And Nissan is offering 0% APR on remaining 2024 Nissan Titans for 60 months, plus just 1.9% APR on 2024 Nissan Z for 60 months. Want to trade in your old car? Mountain View Nissan offers up to $5,000 over book value for your trade. Shop in person on exit 20 off of I-75 or online at cleveland-nissan.com. Payments are per month for 84 months. Does not include tax, title, or dealer doc fee of $699. Must finance through the dealer, subject to credit approval and pick from dealer stock. See dealer for details.
Stearns & Foster has been making America's best mattresses since 1846. When you buy one at Mermaid, we'll give you $300 in free merchandise at locally owned Mermaid Mattress.
Storm alert weather day for your Saturday. We're going to see scattered thunderstorms on and off throughout the morning into the early afternoon. We'll have a high of 72 with a little bit of a break from the storms for a couple of hours. And then from 5 o'clock on until about 2 or 3 a.m., we're going to have a slow-moving system bringing heavy rain, lightning, gusty to damaging winds, and possibly isolated tornadoes during your Saturday night. Sunday, only a few showers with a high of 70. Download the Local 3 weather app, free for iPhone and Android. I'm Chief Meteorologist David Carnes for the Local 3 Storm Alert Team.
The TSSAA State Girls Basketball Championships on Mix 104.1 and ESPN Cleveland 101.3. Supplied by Wholesale Supply Group. And download the free Mix 104.1 app at mymix1041.com. Live from Murfreesboro, Tennessee at MTSU's Murphy Center.
Welcome back to the Murphy Center here on Mix 104.1, where games are supplied to you by Wholesale Supply Group. We appreciate their continued support of our local high school teams here in the Cleveland and Bradley County area. Gary Ohm and Steve Wills here. The Bearettes are on the floor warming up. We've not seen Bartlett here. Maybe that's them down there in the hallway. No, that's cheerleaders, so I don't know where they're at. But we're 15 minutes away from tip-off for the girls 4A state championship, our final girls game of the season. We'll have boys basketball here for you next week, beginning on Thursday night with the 4A girls or boys begin. Bears will play at 5 o'clock in the first game against Memphis East. In the third game of the night, right at 7:30, will be Walker Valley taking on Oak Ridge. And a sort of a funny note there is Oak Ridge is coached by the former Cleveland High School coach, none other than Aaron Green, who was a star himself at Sweetwater, and his dad he played for. They won 2 state titles with Aaron as a Mr. Basketball finalist, I think, for 2 years, and maybe won it twice. But Steve Wills, you're Bartlett. You've lost to us twice in the state finals 2 years. You lost to us on our home floor. What's on your mind? Here they come right now as we speak of that.
I'm probably going to have some stuff on the bulletin board about how all that's happened 2 years in a row. Over at their place, they beat you. What are you going to do? You're going to prove that you're as good as them?
Well, they are tall, they're lanky, they're slim, they're athletic, all the things you look for in a basketball team. The Bearettes are tall, they're lanky, they're slim, they're good shooters. And when we played them back in December at our place, they came to our place, we beat them 77-39. They were missing one starter from that group. But she's back now, and we saw them play last night, and they really, last night they looked good as they knocked off Cookeville 55-43. And Cookeville was a really good team, and a big team as well. So Bartlett thinks they can take on the challenge here again tonight, so we'll find out as things move along. But let's give you a quick update on what all's happened down on Mountain View Nissan scoreboard. In 1A earlier today, Van Buren knocked off Greenfield 49-46 to win a 1A state championship. Westview won the 2A with a 44-38 win over York Institute, which was a surprise for a lot of folks. They thought York would win that. And in 3A, we just saw Heritage, Maryville Heritage. They don't even call them Maryville Heritage, it's just Heritage in Tennessee, which is located there on the highway out of Maryville going into the Smokies. toward Cage Cove there. They beat Northview Academy, who is located at Kodak, Tennessee. That's the Buc-ee's exit as you get off to go to Gatlinburg. Two teams in the same district, of all things, same district. That's how Bradley and Cleveland playing. But these are out of the Knoxville area there. And Heritage won it 63-43, and that game was really tight in the third and fourth period, early fourth, until they pulled away. So now we're getting ready for Bartlett and Bradley Central. And by the way, here the reason we're on a 1 hour delay is here this afternoon. A couple, 3 hours before our game was supposed to start, we had a tornado warning here, and we had some heavy rains and some winds, not really bad, but the warning was basically for the south end of Rutherford County. And once that got over, it was raining when we came in here a couple hours ago. And the teams had just finished the second game of the day, and they sent the people still in the stands here into the tunnels underneath. If you've been here, you know what I'm talking about. Sent them in there for their protection. They held them in there for about an hour or so, and so that's where the 1 hour delay came from. In tonight's game, at the completion of tonight's game here on Mix 104.1, we will have the presentation of the all-tournament team, which will be for the 4A girls, as they're doing after every classification. Play 1, 2, 3, and then 4A for us. Then we'll have the presentation of the MVP. We'll have the cheerleaders awarded trophies. We'll have the teams awarded a team trophy. And we'd like to bring back our 9th gold ball, our 3rd in a row, and our 4th in the last 7 years under our head coach, Jason Reuter. There have been 4 teams that have won 4 state titles. 5 of us won 3 straight. We would be one of those, and that'd be 6 if we can win. Shelbyville has 12 gold balls. Bearettes are tied with Jackson County and Clark Rain with 8, which is second most. So if we can get that 9th, we're in second place all alone here with 9 gold balls. We're going to have to expand that trophy case as you walk into Jim Smead Arena there. But there's a look at what's going on. Let's take another break here on Mix 104.1, where we're supplied games by Wholesale Supply Group. As we continue with the Cleveland Ford pregame portion show, we'll be back in 2 minutes with more live coverage from the Murphy Center, the Glass House.
I'm Brew McCoy, your favorite Tennessee wide receiver. In the world of football, precision is everything. Every pass, every catch. But what about when it comes to protecting your home? Best Buy Metals can manufacture a custom-fitted roof that will protect your home for a lifetime. Best of all, it can be manufactured the same or next day. Call or visit a Best Buy Metal showroom or drop by bestbuymetalroofing.com to get a quote today. Best Buy Metals, roofing that lasts.
Beat the buzzer this month at Cleveland Ford. Score a new 2024 F-150 and get up to $19,995 off MSRP. Or save thousands on a new 2024 Expedition or new 2024 Bronco. Or go all-electric with a new 2024 Mustang Mach-E and get 0% APR for 72 months. Visit clevelandford.com or come see us and ask for Crazy Craig. Honest people, honest deals. While supplies last for well-qualified buyers plus tax, tag, title, and $6.99 closing fee on select models. See dealer for details. Offer ends 3/31/2025.
Do you have too much stuff? Most of us do. It's time to call All Safe Storage. All Safe Storage has 5 locations serving Cleveland and Bradley County. Founded by Ed Brown over 35 years ago. Get your first month free at All Safe Storage. Call 479-6377. First month free, 479-6377 or allsafetn.com.
Ready to tackle your next home project? Wholesale Supply has plumbing, septic, and electrical supplies to get it done. Stop by a showroom near you today or visit our website at wholesalesupply.us and let's get started.
Hey, Andy Morris here. Join me along with my co-host on The Drive, presented by Hardee's, weekdays at 5 p.m. on ESPN Cleveland 101.3. Cleveland and Bradley County's local sports show, weekdays at 5 on ESPN Cleveland 101.3.
Back here at the Murphy Center, we're in pregame, the Cleveland Ford pregame portion program here on Mix 104.1, where games are supplied to you by Wholesale Supply Group. This game is also being streamed on the NFHS network, Mix Facebook, and just all over the place in social media. It's a live TV game, so during the TV timeouts, we'll have an extended timeout break for the sponsors who provide the TV coverage, which is live across the state. And we understand why they put a lot of money into it, so gotta take care of those folks.
Yeah.
The Bears come in tonight with a record of 34-1. They've won their last 15 games. The only loss this season, that one loss, was to Montverde Academy down on their home floor at Montverde, Florida, which is right outside of Orlando. And the Bears won the District 6 4A regular season as they swept it, and they swept the district tournament, swept the region championship. The Lady Panthers coming in at 25-11. They were 11-1 in District 15, which is out in West Tennessee. There's 16 districts statewide, and they were in District 15 in the 4A. The Bearettes, as you know, have won 14 straight regular season titles. They've won 15 straight district tournament titles. They've won 10 straight region tournament championships and 13 of the last 14. Been the state tourney 5 of the last 6 seasons. They've won 3 state titles in 2019, 23, and 24. Coach Wes Shaplett's the head coach of Bartlett. He's in his 5th season. He's won 25 and 55. By the way, Coach Reuter last night was his 500th game as a head coach. He's 455 and 45. It's 91%. But Coach Shapley, he was a graduate of Bartlett and went and coached eventually at Arlington, which is their arch enemy, and came back to Bartlett 5 years ago. Bartlett is 10-5 in 6 trips they've made to the state tournament. Their best finishes were the last 2 years in 24 and then in 23 the year before when they ran runner-up to the Bearettes. But way back in 1928, just 3 years after the TSSAA was formed, they were runner-up in 1928. And they have got some experience here in the last couple of years, and they are a veteran team, but they have the worst record of any team in the state tournament for the girls this year. But 7 of their 11 losses have been out-of-state teams. We mentioned a little earlier there with Steve. They lost to the Bearettes, who are ranked number 2 in the nation by Hoops Review, number 4 by Max Preps. They lost to Hoover, Alabama, who just won the Alabama State 6A title. They lost to Sierra Canyon, California, who's ranked number 12 nationally. They played in a national tournament. They lost to Incarnate Word out of Missouri, who's 24th nationally. So they have played some tough competition with those 11 losses, and 4 of them are in state, but it's a good, extremely good team. And in the last 2 years, we beat them here 58-49 in the 23 finals and 58-43 last year. 2 very similar scores, but those mean nothing, Steve.
No.
Mean nothing. We beat them at home here 77-39 this season in December. I think it's December the 18th. And Coach Chapman's out here looking it over right now. We're watching him in front of us here as the teams warm up. The Bearettes will be the road team again, which is fine because we've been on that road bench all 3 games. We won it, state title on the road bench last year again. So we'll be in black with white numerals trimmed in gold. Bartlett will be in white uniforms with blue trim. They are out of the Memphis area. They're known as the Panthers. I think they're called Lady Panthers. That's what we'll call them tonight anyway, here on Mix 104.1. While we have just a moment before we have the introduction of starting lineups, let's kick it back to the studio. And we'll come back in 2 minutes with more live coverage and our Cleveland Ford pregame portion of the program here on Mix 104.1, where games are supplied to you as usual by the great friends at Wholesale Supply Group. Back in 2 minutes.
Strawberries and springtime go hand in hand. Now at Hardee's, they come together with a hint of lemon in our famous buttermilk biscuits. Introducing Hardee's Strawberry Lemon Biscuits, loaded with berry goodness and drizzled in icing. Served warm from sunrise to supper time. The perfect taste to bring on the sunshine all day long. But hurry, this special strawberry lemon flavor is as fleeting as springtime itself. Hardee's, goodness in the making. Available for a limited time. Exclusions may apply by time of day.
Voitic Center for Orthopedic Care treats all orthopedic injuries, including neck and back pain. At Voitic Center for Orthopedic Care, insurance isn't a worry because they accept all insurances and can even get same-day appointments or even walk-ins. Digital x-rays are even on site. Voitic Center is also a certified concussion care specialist. Contact Dr. Voitic and his staff at 479-3600 for your appointment today.
ESPN Radio returns to Southeast Tennessee. ESPN Cleveland 101.3 FM is the new home of the Paul Feinbaum Show, The Drive, and more of your favorite shows. Listen on air or at ESPNCleveland1013.com. ESPN Cleveland 101.3 FM.
At First Horizon, we know if there's a win, there's a way. Our team is here to help every step of the way with personal, business, or private banking. Stop by and visit us at one of our locations in Cleveland or give us a call at 423-559-7660. At First Horizon, we look forward to finding a way.
Imagine a truck that doesn't just own the road, it dominates it. It's not just about the destination, it's about the journey. And our new GMC Sierra is elevating every moment of that journey for me. It's not just a truck, it's a lifestyle. Don Ledford didn't just sell me a truck. They saw the lifestyle I wanted, and they found me that truck.
Back here to Murphy Center, our Cleveland